Hello everyone, I am JoeHova. Welcome to Dawn of Man. This game's been out for a while. We're on 1.4.2. Has today's date on it, so you'll notice that you're not seeing the video the day I recorded. I'm doing this as a series, so sit back, relax, and let's get into this. So what I did was I went to the community section and found these flatland maps. These maps are very rocky and hilly. Now this says easy version. I've played both these. You can see I've got a couple milestones. It's still not super easy for me. I just got this game, but we're going to do the easy version just to see if we can't grow a pretty large population. And let's find the flatlands here. And of course we're going to name our colony JoeHova. And we'll get started. Okay, so this is the easy version. I start with these sleds, called sledges. And you can see I've got some materials on here right away. Usually don't start with this much stuff, but again, it's still not going to be super duper easy. I'm also by a lake here, which is nice. I can get my fishing. So let's get started. I want to come up here to this area. And the key is I only have 8 people in my village here. So we got to start slow. So let's say I want to build, first of all, a crafter so that I can make stuff. Alright, so we'll plop this guy right about here. Blammo. And then I'm going to get some storage here as well. Place to put some wood. I'm a little close to the lake, to be honest, but that's okay. This is pretty much going to be temporary. I think I'm going to move this stuff around once I get to a higher level. A place to put wood, a place to put stone. Very easy. And let's get some work areas done. The way this is, you can manually control these people to do work, or you can just set up a little area. So this is an area to collect sticks. You just got to look around. There they are. So I'll plop this down, and then I can tell it how many people I want collecting sticks. I want 2 people collecting sticks in that area. And there are limits. I can set limits to how many I want to collect as well. So we'll also need food, so let's go fish. And you can see on the lake there's these little areas by the side here. So right here, I'm going to say 2 people can fish, because they will completely fish out that lake. And it takes a while for that stuff to come back in. You can see my people are coming in to do the work now. I also want to hunt. So let's set a hunting area. I'm going to set that by the lake because all animals come down to the water to eat or to drink. So, and in this I'm going to say 4 people can hunt. You can see I've already got a workload of 112%. That means there's more work to be done than there are people to do it. But that's okay, because we're going to get started by building everything we need. What else did I do? Got all my storage for now. Let's start building some houses. So I'm going to put these a little further out. Let's just start my village. I'll do it right here. Okay, so each one of these tents are going to hold 3 people. 3, 6, 9, 12. That means I have a population of 12 after these houses are done. So get there. We also need to have a fireplace, a little hearth, as well as, nope. Hitting the wrong buttons here. As well as some skin dryers, okay? So we'll put this right here. If I hold down shift, I can keep it up. There we go, make 4 of those. And this spiritual. Now this little skull pole, this will give people a place to kind of come and pray and relax. You got to scatter them about because the people get unhappy, and that'll give them a place to be happy. So you can see I got a lot of stuff going on here. So let's just, I can also put up these new menus. So speed, I'm going to speed it up to 8. Now I've got my first point here. Now this is the thing, on a normal game, these only cost 5. On this one it costs 6, so this is more expensive to travel through the different eras. So right now I'm Paleolithic, thank you tongue and brain. You see I'm trying to work my way up to the Mesolithic. Oh, wow. So I have to earn these points, and you do that by doing things, right? So by building that structure, that's one. This structure, that's another one. And so now that I've got a crafter, I can come in here and say I want to craft these items. Now if I right-click, they will continuously craft those until they reach the limit that I have set. And I go in here and I can say these are my limits for different things. A lot of these things I can't even build yet or obtain, so I'm going to say this is meat. There's going to be no limit for meat. There'll also be no limit for fish. Because food is a critical component to what we're doing here. See, I don't have any storage spots left. The last thing I need to build, of course, is a storage tent. And I'm going to do that out in front here. Also, I haven't gotten my flint going yet. Need to get that started. So we'll put that there. We also need to have a place to collect flint. See, the game is triggering me at 5, but I can't do it till 6. Okay, so I'm going to come into 6. I'm going to open food drying, which makes food last longer. And it gives me another thing I can build, which is the food dryer. So I'm going to put that in this area behind here. There you go. So lots of things to build, and it does take a while. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward for you. I'll play for the next hour or so, but you won't see any of that. We'll come back once we have some of this stuff built. Alright, so time to do a little bit of research here. I want to get my bone tools, because what that will allow me to do is to create a bone spear and a bone harpoon. That means that I don't have to make this wooden stuff anymore. I still have to keep the biface, because that's how I harvest animals, butcher, things like that. So far so good. You see the village is coming along slowly. I've got 212%. So lots of jobs, not a whole lot of people, but I'm keeping a close eye on my food. You can see I'm up to 12 meat, 4 fish, gaining knowledge by doing that as well. You can see I just obtained my first 10 fish, and so that gave me a knowledge point. But I'm also losing resources, these hazelnuts, because, well, I don't have any storage yet. But we're working on it. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Hey, we have our first trader. So let's see what they have here. Horgol. With an average commission. Okay, that's fine. He'll sell me meat. Now, I don't really have a lot to trade right now. Bones are pretty valuable, though. I'd like to be able to unlock this, but I don't have enough stuff to trade here, so let's see. This is cured meat, so it will last a little longer. There we go. Let's trade. So you can see he's left the meat laying there on the ground. My guys will come by and grab it. And we have a wolf attack as well. Marzor fighting the wolf. Doesn't look good for Marzor. He's about to die. Nope. He did it. He killed the wolf. Good job, sir. Alright, so my first drying rack is up. You can see we are starting to dry some fish here, as well as some meat, so that cured meat will last longer. We also built our first storage tent, which gives us all these spaces for different things. You can see here it says that resources will last 1.5 times longer when stored in this structure. Here is a tent that we live in. Again, things will last longer when they're stored inside of a tent, and you can kind of see exactly how long this stuff has to go here. Alright, so far so good. Okay, we're experiencing our first winter here. One of the things that I do enjoy about this game quite a bit is how the scenery changes as the year goes on. It's pretty nice. There are certain things you can only do during the summer, like picking berries and fruits, things like that. But yeah, this winter is beautiful. Beautiful but cold. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. I gotta get these people out, get a higher population. You can see our food is coming along quite nicely. But we want to keep it that way. We survived our first winter. Got another skill point, and that means I want to unlock composite tools. This will give me the ability to chop down trees and things like that. So here we go. We're going to go to a flint spear, a flint axe, and a flint pick. That means no more bone spears. Excellent. And I have unlocked a milestone as well. So I got 2 more points there. You can see my work is still very, very high. And my food is coming up. It's not super great yet. But we'll keep an eye on that. But I want to try to get my population up as quickly as I can as well. But now I can chop trees. As you can see, I can double click those and there's a little chop icon down here that did not appear before. Oh, another thing I haven't done, I don't think, is gathering plants. Look, I got plants right here to gather. Very good. So we gotta get these tents built. Get some higher population as well. I just don't want to overdo it and run out of food, because I've done that before and it's not a good way. Not a good way to play at all. All right, we also need to start gathering regular stone here, so we can go put down that. That's a nice area right there for sure. Oh, I'm getting all kinds of points here. This is excellent. Time to advance. I think I want the sling, but I really need to bury my dead. So this will allow me to have burial mounds. Check this out real quick. So we go, where is it? Build funerary. And build a mound. So we'll do this kind of away from the village there. You see early going, I'm getting a lot of different things happening here, so the points are flowing, but as the game progresses, they get a little more slow. And I've got some food going on, so right now, let's go ahead and build more of these houses. Three, 6, 9, 12, 24 will be a population cap with that many houses. And we'll just keep our fingers crossed and make sure that we're getting enough food. But so far, so good. You can see all the little people going about their daily lives, doing their job. We got a lot of meat on the racks here. Got a couple more racks to build. Still have not completed the early build of the village. You can see I still got a high workload as well. And now we have no fuel, so it's time to cut some trees for the first time. I don't want to cut down this pear tree, so I'm going to hold down Shift when I left click it to make that one go away, and then cut down. And that'll tell the people to cut down all these trees. You can see that my workload has increased with those trees being cut as well. So we keep on keeping on. We got 4 tents now, and maybe we'll attract some visitors. You can see I built a second burial mound here, as well as a little worship site. And this way, when people die, my people will have a place to bury them and worship, and that way they don't get all sad and stuff. You can see this storage is starting to fill up, so I'm going to go ahead and get ahead of myself a little bit. Build another storage tent right next to that guy. Maybe we can stay up on storage. We're still killing a pretty good amount of animals, so our food's staying good, so keep on keeping on. Oh, look, we acquired 100 sticks with a knowledge of 1. Ooh, so close. I think I'm going to domesticate the dog next. Because with dog domestication, as a matter of fact, here we are. We'll start getting dogs, and then we can train those dogs how to hunt, which is sweet. We need to do that. Oh, we've had some people join. New human has joined the settlement. 2 new humans. Population reached 10. That gave me another boost here. And I'm 1 away from training my dogs how to hunt. As a matter of fact, do we have any dogs yet? Don't see any. Now you can capture wolves, but with dog domestication, they'll just kind of spawn in. Though I don't see any yet. Oh, speaking of dogs, we got a wolf attack. That didn't last long. Boys made quick work of that wolf. You can see the village is coming along nicely. All my drying racks are done. A lot of tents. I survived another winter, and there we go. Train those dogs to hunt. There's a dog, as a matter of fact. An adult male. Now I could slaughter that animal if times got desperate, but we're going to see if we can't breed some of those up. Get some nice hunting dogs. There's another one right there. Adult male, so they're not going to be breeding. Get these last few tents up, get this population going. You see my food down at 18. It says people don't have warm clothing, but skin outfits are available. And you see I'm finally starting to get my workload under control just a little bit. It's not quite there yet. I want to keep it high, but not too high. Oh, I've exhausted an area, so let's find some more flint here. Flint in the early going is going to be crucial, so you got to keep that stuff pouring in. Now, another interesting aspect of this game is you can set priorities, so I'm going to set this crafter to a high priority. You can see I'm also cutting down a bunch of wood here. Keep my people busy, because all we need over here are skins, and they're using a lot of those dry skins currently to make clothing. But it's also because I don't have that in the task that I'll be starting to make skins for the housing. So we'll get that going and get these guys a place to live. Alright, workload's come down quite a bit, so I have opened up a second hunting ground in this area over here. My guys do not have sophisticated weapons yet. They're still just spearing things, so the amount of game I'm going to be able to get, or the kinds of game, is limited. You don't certainly want to take on a woolly mammoth with just a hand spear. If you don't have to, let's see what the trader has for me. Average commission, nothing really spectacular. I've got some wood though, so let's do that. Trade wood for, what are those, peas? Pulses. Okay, green beans. There we go. Made a trade. That's excellent. Now, we don't have to worry about raiders yet. We don't have to worry about raiders until we hit the Neolithic era. So right now we're trying to open slings and tanning, and then we can go to pottery. Now, I could skip ahead and just go straight to pottery, but I do not want to do that. I want to open slings first, at least. Leather, I could kind of wait on, get to that right there. But that does take a while. I'm watching food closely. Look at the food. Man, why aren't my guys hunting more? Look at all those animals. Jeez. Alright, hunt that horse. Hunt that horse. So, usually they do a pretty good job of it, but sometimes you do have to manually control it. You can see them running after that horse. And it's possible they just can't catch it yet. So my hunting will increase once I get to slings. But as you can see, it's taken me a while to do that. Wonder if I shouldn't open up another little hunting ground somewhere else, but I'll keep an eye on it for now. Well, looks like you got one of those horses. Tell you while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and open up these other fishing grounds as well. So we'll do that one there. Say 2 people can fish that area. Do another one right here, although people are already fishing that one. Can I get all three? Yeah. And I'll just say one person's fishing that one. That's fine. But maybe I can get some more dried fish in here to supplement my meat supply. Alright, we've hit another milestone. That means we've got points to spend. Let's spend it on a sling. Now we can go in here to the crafter and we can say start making slings. And I'll have my first hunters that can throw rocks farther than they can touch something, which is excellent. Maybe that'll help my hunting. You see my food right now it's okay, it's stable, but I'm a little nervous with this many people, the potential of this many people, but you can see we got some food on the racks here. So fingers crossed, everything's going well so far. Trader's back in town, see if we got anything good to offer. I tell you, I'm feeling a little nervous about food right now, so I think I'm just going to take... Oh, he has a high commission. Brr. Yeah, but... I need the food, man. Need the food, and I got plenty of wood right now. So there we go. Bread spoils too quickly. But right now we're doing okay. Ooh, we got this nice little area here with some rye and incorn. So let's get a little gathering place here. I can't really do much with this yet. You can see there's other things there as well. Got my reindeer. I'm getting some points. Oh, there's more of it right there. Look at that. Let's put another one down here. Ooh, there's all kinds of stuff to gather around here. Look at that one. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give that person a 2 workload area. There's a lot of stuff there. All right, so we can unlock leatherworking right now, tanning. But I'm not in a super huge hurry for that. I want to get to Mesolithic area instead. So we got to get 18 points for that. That's a pretty big gap. And as you can see, it's winter time again. All my houses are built. So we could have a population of 24. Food is looking pretty good right now, although vegetables will not last long in this weather. So we're still drying some meat, so just waiting on points. Well, we are completely out of storage slots. We got 1 left, but that's not going to do us very well. So let's go ahead and build some more storage. And I'm just going to continue this style that I'm using right here. You can see food is doing very well. I'm extremely happy about that. Still haven't reached our max population, but we are doing some hunting. So that is excellent news. And you can see this area out here. I'm thinking this is where ultimately the big town is going to be. But I got to cut my way through this forest to get there. So we can start doing that. There's a beech tree. Guess he's already chopping on that thing. There you go. We get some more trees cut here as well. And now it's just kind of a waiting game. You know, I'm just waiting on those points. You can see I got 11 here. And every once in a while you'll get things, you know, as you collect 100 wood or 100 of this or 10 of that, you'll get an experience point every once in a while. You're guaranteed 1 a year if you survive the winter. So I just got to wait 18 years maybe. 7 years left, but it won't be that bad actually, because that's why I'm increasing my storage, because the more storage I have, the more I can collect, and the more of those little milestones I can click through very fast in order to get to the next era. Oh, we got a storm coming. These can be bad. See the lightning in the background? People can be struck with lightning and killed, so hopefully that's not going to happen. Those lightning bolts are awesome, though. Look at that. Pretty sweet. Alright, with those 2, we have now reached our number. And we can enter the Mesolithic era. Bam! Look at that. Now, everything costs 8 in this era, so the next one I'm going to do, or is that archery there? You can see all the stuff that's just popped open here. One of the new things we can do is extract water, so let's go ahead and get a place for them to do that right there on the lake. One person can do that. Alright guys, well that's about all the time I have for the first episode. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. I'm going to do a series here, so expect more episodes to come. If you liked it, hit that like button, maybe subscribe. Until next time, my name's JoeHova, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.